Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you guys a collaboration video with a bunch of teacher YouTubers, and I'm going to be linking them all below. But this video is all about teachers as students and teachers who are in grad school. So if you guys are new or you came from one of the other awesome teacher YouTubers channels, my name is Michelle and I teach kindergarten through 6th grade art, and I've been teaching for six and a half years now. So I absolutely love what I do and I just love learning, and so I have started my graduate degree and I am almost finished. I graduate this spring, which is so exciting. So I have a list of questions, I have them all on my phone, and I'm just gonna go through them and answer them for you guys. Everything about basically my experience in graduate school. All right, the first question is, what did you study in grad school? Well, like I said, I'm currently still studying it. I graduate this spring, and I am in graduate school for a master's in art education. Looking back on it, I probably would have done something different. As much as I love teaching art, having a backup is always good, so I feel like I wish I almost would have went for something that would bring like different opportunities to me as well. Question number 2 is, how long did you take to complete your degree? So I want to say it was 3 years, but it's not actually 3 full years because I don't take classes over the summer or like the winter time. So I take 2 courses in the fall and 2 courses in the spring, so that would be like 3 years, but it's more like 6 semesters. Number 3, was your degree online or face-to-face? This was really important to me that I got a degree through an online process, and so I made sure that my graduate program was 100% online. That way I didn't have to go to any classes. I could just do it on my computer. When you have a full-time job, like that's so important that you find one that is online, unless of course like the area you need to go for class is really close. I can see where that would work, but I just knew that that's what I wanted. Number 4 is, how many classes did you take per semester? I kind of already answered that. I've always taken 2 in the fall, 2 in the spring. I think that goes with like my district, my school, and what they accept. Like, I'm very grateful that they help me pay for my graduate program, and they have like a cap of how many semesters you can take. You could take more if you wanted, but it would be out of your pocket, and also you have to think, as a full-time teacher, you don't want to take on too much. So I have found that the best spot for me is 2 in the fall and 2 in the spring. Number 5 is, why did you choose to go to grad school? There's a lot of reasons for this. One, you need so many professional development and credits for transferring from your level 1 to your level 2 certification for Pennsylvania. So it had to do with my certification. It has to do with like my pay scale for my job. I feel like that goes with almost any school that I've been in contact with or like had any information from, is you do get paid more if you have a graduate degree, if you have your master's. So all of that goes into it, but also I do just love learning. Like, even after my master's, I plan to continue to take more classes and just always continue learning. I feel like as a teacher, that's just really important, to constantly be learning and to not lose that like love of learning. Number 6 is, how much of your time outside of teaching was or is devoted to your studies? So I have not eaten in the faculty room for so long, because I spend my lunch, like the 30 minutes of my lunch, eating and also doing my grad work, just because when I go home I want that to be my family time, and then I would say on the weekend I spend time doing grad work as well. Every class probably has 3 to 5 like major big projects or papers, and so I'm the kind of person where I don't really do little every day. I would just rather devote my time in like one day on the weekend. That's my grad work day, to get that project done. So it just really depends, but yeah, I do it during my lunch and I do it on the weekend for sure. Number 7 is, who has supported you? Your advisors, admin, coworkers, family, and friends. Definitely my school supports me. I would say they support any of their staff continuing their education, and my admin does absolutely as well. My fiance does, because I feel like sometimes on the weekend it's tough when I know like if I have something due, I'm just gonna have to hunker down for hours and get a paper or project done, but he's really supportive about that. And my friends, I mean, we're all teachers. My coworkers were all teachers. Like, they've been there, they know how it is. Number 8 is, share a positive experience. The beginning of my master's program, I had some awesome education classes, art education classes. I had some awesome professors, and I remember that they really challenged me to think differently. I discovered a lot about choice-based art. They just really challenged my existing teaching philosophies and style, and I really enjoyed talking to all these other teachers. This is before I started my channel. This is before I started teacher Instagram, so like I didn't collaborate with other teachers other than my coworkers, and which aren't our teachers, because there's only one of me in my building. Because of that, like that was the first time I really got to chat with people who understood, and we could just like collaborate, and it was just so rewarding. And I just remember that was the start of my master's program, and I absolutely loved it. If my frame was a little different, it's because my battery just died and I had to go change out my battery, but we're back, we're ready to go. And it is question number 9. So question number 9 is, share a stressful experience and how you overcame it. I mean, every big project is a little stressful. Like I think just balancing home life, grad school, teaching, like a lot of times I feel like sometimes the professors forget that a lot of us are full-time teachers, so that can be stressful. But for the most part, I don't know, I don't recall like one thing. Oh wait, yes I do. This might be like my biggest actual regret about grad school, is that I did not do enough research about my program. And I had a coworker who went to this school for art education, loved the program, had so many great things to say about it. And so I was just like, yes, okay, great, like I'm gonna apply, I'm gonna go there. And I didn't research the program, I didn't research other schools and my other options. So for a few reasons that kind of really messed me up. Like one, they combined art education with art admin. And if you don't know what art admin is, it's more geared towards people who want to open museums and run museums, want to run a nonprofit, like things like that that are very interesting, but they're not really me. And so because of that, I was really put into a lot of art admin classes. And I mean, they were things like law classes, which yeah, you have to know a lot of the laws for a nonprofit, like stuff like that, but legit like a law class, a financial class, like stuff that was so out of my wheelhouse. I felt so uncomfortable. I didn't like know what I was doing. I did okay in the classes though, but I worked my butt off to do well in the classes, and I didn't feel like I was gaining anything from it. So that was really hard because I didn't research it, and so they combined those two into one degree, which I don't know why they did that, but that was a big struggle for me. And then another thing, like reason why I wish I would have done more research, is because there are programs out there that are self-paced and mine is not. It's not the end of the world that it's not self-paced, but I just feel like there's other options that I could have explored and probably have chosen that over my current school. So basically, I think the most stressful part of it was those admin classes where I felt like out of my element. How I overcame it, I really tried to find like what I could use in my career, even though like I'm not going to start a nonprofit. I also was like, well, maybe one day, I mean, you never know what will come to you, and maybe there's a reason why I'm in these classes. Maybe down the road I will work for a nonprofit, or I'll start a nonprofit. Like, you just never know. So I try to look at it like that, like in a positive light. And then also I just figured, you know, it's still a degree, like it's tough. It's not all art ed and that stinks. I learned my lesson, like do your research. Maybe I can share that with others like I am now. Like, do your research before you enter into a program. Don't just go by someone else's opinions. I just tried to stay positive and just kind of like chug along, and now I'm gonna graduate in the spring, so it all worked out. Number 10 is, what advice do you have for teachers who are hesitant about grad school or having a hard time? My advice is, one, do your research, like I was saying, but also if you're having a hard time or you're hesitant, I think doing your research about the grad program that you want to go into will help you. And also maybe talk to other teachers, talk to your coworkers about their experience. Like, watching all of these videos, you're already doing the right thing. Like, if you're interested in grad school and you're on YouTube and you're watching these videos and all the ones I'm gonna have linked below, like, I feel like that is doing your research and you're already on the right track. And I think some advice too is if you're having a hard time and you're currently in grad school, is to just talk to your professor. Like I said, I feel like sometimes they might forget, like, I am a full-time teacher. Shoot them an email, tell them you're struggling, you know, explain to them what's going on and have that open communication. For me, my program is pretty small. I would say my classes are like maybe 15 to 20 people, and so I am like in a situation where I can email my professor and get a response back pretty quickly. I don't know if every program's like that, but mine is. And yeah, I would just say keep that open communication with your professor. Also, just keep in mind, like, it's not forever. You're gonna be stressed right now. You know, classes are tough sometimes, time management is tough sometimes, but it's not like you're gonna be in school forever. You're gonna get that degree. It's gonna come sooner than you think, and just keep believing in yourself. Okay guys, that is all the questions for this video about teachers as students and teachers in grad school. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it helped too. If you are interested in grad school, or if you are actually in grad school right now, leave me a comment about what your degree is, what you're going for, and we can chat down there if you have any other questions. If you guys are not subscribed, please do that before you go. Hit the thumbs up, like button, and don't forget to check out the other teachers videos that are down below in the description box. I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!